Oaksterdam. What an honor it is to receive this Skill in Combat Award. I'm so humbled. Dale, thank you for your pioneering spirit and leadership over so many years. Oakland would not be Oakland without Oaksterdam. It's just a fact. This organization is a source of knowledge, a place of learning. Thanks to your work, we've come a long way in the fight for sound cannabis policy, and we still have a long way to go. But as we recognize the battle isn't over, today is about celebrating the victories we've made in ending the failed war on drugs as we fight crime, not cannabis. California made history when we became the first state in the nation to allow medical cannabis in 1996. We made history again in 2016 when we legalized adult recreational use, creating not just the largest legal cannabis market in the country, but the entire world. As California's chief law enforcement officer, I think that's a good thing, because bringing cannabis out of the shadows and into the legal and regulated light is good for the safety and well-being of our communities. As I enforce our laws, I have a unique vantage point as the former assembly member representing Oakland, a city where the war on drugs had led to violent crackdowns. People of color were left bruised and beaten, thrown behind bars, and torn away from their families and support networks, all for cannabis. This devastating history of aggressive enforcement in Oakland forced some tough conversations and policy changes, and the city slowly emerged as the heart and the headquarters for cannabis justice, equity, and entrepreneurship. Thanks to the people in this room. Thanks to Oaksterdam and your pioneering spirit. In 2015, when I was still in the assembly, voters across California were on the verge of fully legalizing adult use of cannabis. And we knew we needed to make the law work. Efforts to create a regulatory system for cannabis had failed before in the state capitol. But failure was no longer an option. I was proud to lead the charge. We brought in the criminal justice folks, the cities and counties, the cultivators and manufacturers, law enforcement, organized labor. We brought in advocates. These collaborative conversations led to legislation that established the core tenets of the cannabis regulations that are in place today. And today, we need collaboration like this more than ever. The illicit market remains a dark cloud hanging over this emerging industry. We need to do all we can to bring cannabis out of the shadows and into the legal and regulated light. In 2022, there is simply no excuse for the environmental devastation, economic impact, and labor exploitation we continue to see in the illicit market. That's why our work for sound cannabis policy continues. For public health, so Californians can access safe cannabis. For clean water and a healthy environment. For entrepreneurs and workers, so small business owners can access banks, pay taxes, provide for their families, and compete on equal footing. Our work continues. But tonight, we celebrate the progress we've made in ending the failed war on drugs, especially because of leaders like Dale and innovators like Oaksterdam. Thank you so much for this award. California has made history with cannabis, and let's keep making it.